house. He was at a Little League game with his 12-year-old son, and his 14-year-old son was home alone in the house, calling his dad saying, and they were chanting and what have you. We had at Debbie Wasserman Schultz's town hall at Fort Lauderdale City Hall, SEIU came in, the thugs came in, and got into a fist fight with one of the pro-Israeli supporters that were there. This is the brown shirt tactics that we're seeing from a president that is doing everything he can to divide the nation. Americans against Arizonans, teabaggers, quote unquote, against, what have you. Comment on that. Where in history have we ever had a president that sought to divide the country like this president is?
Well, the only comment is that we've never seen anything like this. And I think it's very interesting that when you had the case of the new Black Panther Party, who stood outside the polling places, I believe up in Philadelphia, was it? And the case got dropped. This intimidation politics, this thug politics. I mean, I was brought up in the South, in Georgia, and if you talk to some of the old folks, it reminds you of the Klan. Trying to intimidate people from getting out and exercising their rights to vote or participate in the governmental process. And, we have to be very careful, because the people who have power, they don't want to lose it. And they're going to fight you hard. And what they believe is that, and I'm going to be very blunt, they believe that you will stay here in your country clubs, you will live this pristine, pretty country club life, and you won't get out there and you won't go toe-to-toe with them in the mud. And if you don't do that, okay, you will lose this country, because it is nothing but intimidation. I saw it a couple of trips up to Washington, D.C., and I was on the Metro after they had a big SEIU rally, and I saw people that just kind of, shirked down and didn't want to say anything because the purple shirts came on. That's not America. We cannot be intimidated from having the liberties and freedoms that our founding fathers and our grandparents and our parents passed on to us. 2 November is a decisive moment for the future and the legacy of this country. I keep telling people that. The decisions that are made on the 2nd of November will affect America for the next 50 years. If you think about the Carter administration, we're still dealing with situations and issues from the Carter administration. It could be 10 times worse from this administration. Most important thing, I hear people talk about who's going to run for president in 2012. I just want to slap them. Because 2012 will not matter if you don't make an effective change in the legislative body of the United States of America. The House of Representatives is the true strength in the United States of America. You read the Constitution, you understand the powers that they have, the powers of the purse string. The legislative agenda is what we need to own in America. And if you believe that Nancy Pelosi is the right legislative agenda for this country, then you should be happy. But if you don't, it's going to take 39 seats. Keep that in the back of your mind. If we do not have a change of 39 seats in the House of Representatives, it will continue on. And if Nancy Pelosi still in January 2011 is the Speaker of the House, this agenda would be like Sherman going through Georgia. And it is over. And I don't care what you put up in 2012, it's done. Let me give you a couple of closing quotes. Thomas Friedman, the writer for the New York Times, just came out 2 days ago.
That make a political place now.
2 days ago, and it said something very simple. He said that why can't we be more like China? Woody Allen came out last week and said, why don't we have a dictator? That's the scary part about where we are in the United States of America right now. But those are the type of things that are being said openly. And I don't mean to make a political speech. Sir, I love my country. And I believe that this is a very serious and threatening time. So God bless you all and thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
As you all know, we have Ron Klein here.